Money Radio, discussing the business of making and spending money.
Good day, viewers. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the National Economy segment of Money Radio on Leadership podcast. Today being Monday, we are discussing an issue that is supposed to be affecting us now, and it's E-naira. How has it fared? It has been about 3 months now since the E-naira was launched. It was scheduled to be launched on October 1st, but then a few days later, it was launched in earnest. And today is it's about 3 months now since the E-naira was launched, and we are interested in knowing today how the E-naira has fared, how it has been accepted by Nigerians. We'll keep you updated, and in the studio to discuss that with me is Mr. Anthony Kuko, this beautiful lady. Mr. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Mr. In October 2021, the E-naira was launched, and the federal government said that over the next between now and 2030, it will add something in the neighborhood of 29 billion to the Nigerian economy in terms of GDP. And they listed a number of other benefits, including ease of transaction, intra-trade transaction, as well as inter-trade transaction. I'm talking about international transaction, especially talking about AFTA, talking about ECOWAS, and all of that is supposed to be making trade easy. But how accepted has this E-naira become? Let me give a few updates before we go. As of November, about a month after the E-naira was launched, there was this rush, and it was on average 20,000 a day logging onto the portal or getting hooked onto the portal. That was around 589,000, if my memory is right, within the first month that I actually linked up. But things seem to be slowing down a bit. What's your perception?
Yes, the E-naira, the central bank digital currency, was launched on the 25th of October. So we just have it a full month, and is 2 months plus, as we speak.
Yes, almost 3 months.
Almost 3 months.
Mhm.
So how has it fared? But to me, I would say it is still very early days. Like you pointed out, close to 600,000 downloads
In the first
in
month.
the first month.
Mhm.
So already that will, to me, I would say, is an impressive start to the e-currency that was launched. And though it has slowed, but we've not really gotten an updated figure as we speak. But if we were to go by that initial data as at ending of October, 589,000
That's close to
people,
600,000.
yes, had already downloaded, and then we had merchants, we had individuals. It's a very good start.
A very good start. You know, when you look at it, 20,000 persons a day, that is on average.
Mhm.
It's not a small number,
No.
it's a big number, 20,000. But you know, sometimes, like you said, we don't have an updated figure yet. And we look forward to 2022 for more downloads.
Yes.
Yes. When people, relatively, considering a population of 212 million, according to the the World Bank, considering a population of 212 million people, including children, of course, which we know that they don't download such apps. But considering the adult population, at least adult population of say 150, let's be conservative. With that amount, and we have say maybe over by now when we have an updated figure, we may be up to a million. I'm postulating
Yes.
maybe up to a million. Say in the first 3 months, 1 million. That is an impressive one. And usually by people's psyche,
Mhm.
once they begin to see that a product is convenient to use
Mhm.
and a product brings benefit, as has been uh, explained by the monetary authorities, central bank, and other authorities, including the president, as has been explained by them. Once people begin to see those benefits coming, they will be moved to, and there will be that rush.
Yes.
Yes. That said, what do you think is the future of this E-naira? Looking at the wave currently,
Yes.
what do you think? Are more people going to come and download the app? Are we likely to see people, or are we likely to see less enthusiasm?
Of course. It's expected that the more Nigerians will download the E-naira, the E-naira speed wallet as we go along. Of course, as they begin to see the usefulness of it, which some of which the Central Bank of Nigeria highlighted to include ease of transaction, and again, the ones that will interest Nigerians more is the fact that it's actually cheaper to the cost of transaction on the digital um, wallet is cheaper than actually doing transactions on your bank,
Yeah,
on
interbank,
your interbank.
yeah. Even intrabank transaction is
Yes, it's cheaper, and then it's faster. So all these are benefits that the central bank has attached to the e-naira, in addition to the fact that you don't necessarily have to have a bank account before you can operate the e-naira wallet. So with this, we're going to see a whole lot more people logging in, downloading the app. It's easier. A lot of people, so many people, they have apps on their phones that they use. They don't have to. They don't come with too many issues, so many requirements,
yes.
like having to walk into the conventional bank to open an account and all that. You download the app, you answer the few questions, you put in the required details, and then you have a wallet. And from there, you can either receive money or you pay out. So, and from the wallet also, you can do transactions. You can connect to merchants and actually buy something from the app. So there is, so long as the ease with which we've been told is maintained, and people continue to use it and they find it beneficial, they find all the benefits faster, and it's cheaper, there's the likelihood that more people
Are going to.
are going to.
Now, this is likely to save money for the central, for the government, Because for every paper note that is printed,
Mhm.
I don't know because inflation has changed things right now.
Mhm.
But this is 500 naira. For every paper note as this that is printed at a time before 2010, there was a report that for every printed naira paper note, it would be like 8 naira. That is 8 naira to print this. Considering inflation, I postulate that it's maybe up to 20 naira to print every note, every piece of paper money. That is huge, considering how it is used. People will take the money, they will squeeze it, put it all sorts of places, and before you know it, in 1, 2, 3 months, that 8 naira, or say, if my guess is right, my calculated guess, if it is right, that means after every 2, 3 months, the federal government will have to print another piece of this for another 20 naira. Considering that there are millions of pieces out there, it's costing the federal government so much. So this will reduce also, it will reduce the currency in circulation, which is a reduction in cost of printing money. That is good for the economy also.
Yes.
Yes. Besides that, there is this fear that some people are entertaining. I don't know if you share that fear, that with a phone, for example, one falls into the hands of criminals
Mhm.
and your wallet is being required. So even your phone is, of course, the wallet is on the phone. You can do your transaction using your wallet. What safety measures can one employ to forestall such a situation? You may want to answer that, but let's go to another issue, which is of concern concerning this E-naira. Is it not likely to put some people? We're talking about the cost. We're talking about cost now. Is it not likely to put some people out of job, out of work? Is it not likely to increase unemployment? Because many times we go to the bank, we go, it may be to cash check, it may be to withdraw money using your ATM or whatever. It may be to get some issues settled. It may be technical issues on your account. It may be some we can't see right now. But all of those things are going to cut short using your phone. And as more people download the app, is it not likely to reduce the need uh, for labor in the banks, which will cause or increase unemployment? Your comment.
Okay. Let me say, before the digital currency was launched, there has been some form of, before now we've been doing
Yes.
cashless transaction. And cashless transaction, though not really digital in this sense,
Mhm.
we've been doing transactions on our phones, like downloading the your bank app
Yeah.
on your phone,
Yeah.
making transfers from your phone,
Yes.
um, purchasing things online from your phone,
Mhm.
even physical transactions that you meet a merchant, and rather than pay him or her the physical cash,
Mhm.
you say, let me transfer to your account.
Yes.
We've been doing all of that
Mhm.
before now,
Yes.
before the digital currency was introduced.
Yes.
So I will throw the question back at you. If we had been doing all of that and people still find their way into the banking halls to do other transactions, what do you think?
You know, this is like a wallet, the E-naira.
Yes.
It's going to be like a wallet.
There is a wallet. So
Yeah.
it's a wallet.
It's a wallet. Now, I still will throw this question back to you. It's a wallet. Now, if you notice, although for some reason I don't want to attack the banks, but for some reason which I don't understand yet, the ATM machines are faulty. Usually faulty now, and we find ourselves always doing our transactions at the point of sale. That is the POS people, those people you see out there. And for you, if you like it or not, that's employment.
Yes.
That is employment.
Of course.
That is likely to reduce the need. It's likely that the E-naira will reduce the need for such people on the streets who you can just walk to. Right now, people don't want to go to the banks, well, not the banking hall. I'm talking about the ATM galleries.
Mm-hmm.
The ATM galleries are not as crowded as they used to be, because with a fee of 100 naira, you can get cash, and you can send cash, you can receive cash. It's easy.
Yes.
Is it not likely that with much of those things possible on our phones, that you can just I do my payment here, and the transaction can just be done here. And so you want to sell me this tablet, and I will do our bargaining. And you say, okay, it's 100,000 naira, you are selling it, and I just tell you, okay, I pay you. That has been done.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this E-naira actually has a few more benefits than just doing a normal transaction.
Yes.
And it is because of that I suspect it may cut some middlemen off and render them judgeless.
I don't see that happening. I think if the E-naira will enhance these transactions. Don't forget that the E-naira is not just about intra transactions.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about being able to do transactions outside of this or the inter transactions.
I will still throw this back to you. If we can do international transactions using the E-naira, and I want to send money to somebody in Greece, or somebody in London wants to send me money, and the person just transfers it to my wallet, and with this wallet, the money belongs to me. Instead of going to the Western Union, going to the bank to use Western Union, what's the name of this other one? MoneyGram, or it may be Sendwave, it may be RI, any of those outlets. Instead of going to the bank to queue up, that money can just be sent straight to me with the use of my wallet, and I receive it right here. That means some middlemen are cut off. How don't you see it like that?
This, let's not forget that this is E-naira.
Mm-hmm.
So it means that that person there would have been has a Nigerian account.
Okay.
And the money was withdrawn from his Nigerian account and sent to you.
Okay, I get you.
Because the only currency that can enter that wallet is Naira.
I was of the opinion that there is some kind of convertibility. That the E-naira has some features of convertibility, I thought. But, well, I would
subject to confirmation.
Subject to confirmation.
Yes.
Okay.
So, subject to confirmation.
With that, now let's just take a short break, and then we'll come back. We discuss more on E-naira.
sponsorship, and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Money Radio, discussing the business of making and spending money.
Welcome back, viewers. We're discussing about the E-naira. How has it fared? In the studio with me has been Mr. Anthony Uko. It's good having you back from that break. And I'm your host, Case Hammond. So we're talking about the E-naira. How has it fared? And how it has fared to some extent depends on you. It's easy for convertibility. It's easy for transaction. It's easy for security. And you can name some more.
It's easy to get into the banking, to be part. If you're currently unbanked, it's a good way for you to join.
Yes, if you're
unbanked, because you can actually operate the wallet with or without a bank account, a conventional bank account, so to say.
You make a point there, a beautiful point. Yeah. So, I want to ask you a personal question, but it's not a personal question. Have you downloaded the app? You remember, I promised you breakfast of 3,000 naira, and I will intend to transfer it through your E-naira wallet.
Of course, I've downloaded my E-naira speed wallet. I hope you have.
Don't turn this question on me.
I have. Well, let me show you mine. If you're there.
I don't.
And I'm expecting my 3,000 naira transfer.
I see it.
This is my app. It's downloaded, and I've thrown it back to him. If you're out there and you've not downloaded the E-naira speed wallet, you would want to do that. I'm sure you would find it very useful.
Have you been making use of it, or you just downloaded it?
I've downloaded it. Well, let's say I've not. I'm waiting for your transfer into it, so
okay.
I can do it.
Because of that, that is a challenge.
Yes.
I'm going to do
Yes.
that. So, besides what we are discussing, Nigerians out there have their views, and based on their views, we will see how far this has become. Now or later, we'll see Nigerians' views about how far the E-naira has come, or how far it has been accepted by the ordinary man out there.
Or how aware.
Yeah, how aware.
Aware.
And I would like to give it to the federal government. At least there has been some awareness campaign.
Mm-hmm.
I see a beautiful advert on television. I'm sure there are others on radio, but I know of television where there was this transaction done, and then this man brought the goods. And the lady asked him, "Are you in? What's the name of this? Mongo Park? Are you Mongo Park?" Yes, and we don't want to be Mongo Park. Mm-hmm. And in fact, using this money right now, if I'm going to be paying at least a year or two from now, if we're still going to be, look, using the naira, this money is one of the, let's face the fact, money is one of the most unhygienic objects to touch, because it goes through many places.
So many hands.
So this E-naira actually has health implications. When I would say health implications, positive health implication. Yes. You don't have to be touching money. And 2 years from now, or not even 2 years, 6 months from now, if you are still transacting using money like that, like I'm doing now, then I will call you Mongo Park also. Are you Mongo Park? You don't want to be Mongo Park. So, go and download the app and start using your E-naira. I encourage you to do that. That's the way we draw a curtain today on Money Radio. You have been on to the Nigerian economy segment of the program, and it has been fun being with you. So, thank you very much for coming today again. Our producers, we say thank you very much, and we always, as we always say, go and get your job. Keep social distance. Stay safe and stay blessed. Have a nice day.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.